Rebecca Rose Gold,
Hello, everybody.
Son Goku and Chichi.
It's not about them individually. It's not like Goku, he's like this and this is his personality. And Chichi, you know, she tries to be a good mom, all this stuff. How are they as a couple? It's really bad. And what I feel like reminded me of it, if you guys have been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at all, I kind of forgot about a lot of their dynamic as a relationship. And I was reminded of it as I was playing the game where she's just like, well, Gohan has to study. And he's like, yeah, but Chichi, like, we're going to go. And she's like, well, okay. Like, there's no, like, dynamic as a parent or, like, a relationship. You'd be like, oh, can we talk about this first? Let's both come to a conclusion that works well for us. And he's just like, no, I'm going to do what I want. And she's like, well, I guess, you know, it's Goku. You can't stop him. He is how he is. Like, I feel like as a couple, they don't communicate well. Goku just kind of does what she wants. And then on the other spectrum, Chichi just does what she wants because she's like, well, no, he's going to be a scholar and he's going to do this. And she's like, oh, like Goku's like, well, I don't think that's important. Like, so I feel like they're never on the same wavelength. And just, I mean, even if you really think about how they first got together, it was like, she's like, you said you'd marry me. And he's like, oh, I did? Well, what's marriage? Oh, okay, well, like, let's get together then, I guess. Like, so, but that being said, I totally see that she does love him. Like, when he died, obviously she cared. But I remember, was it during the Namek where, like, Gohan and Goku were both hurt or something? And she was like, my little Gohan, my precious Gohan. She didn't even care about Goku in that moment. Like, and I guess it's understandable as a mother, you're looking towards your son first. But just when I saw that, I'm just like, oh, you guys are just, you're a hard couple to watch. Like, I can't like root for it. Like, oh, they're so cute. You know how like other couples, you see like fluff between them and you're like, oh, like I don't care at all when it comes to Chi-Chi and Goku. And that's just my opinion on that. So interested to see what you guys think. But let me ask you this though. What makes you think that Goku has like such love for Chi-Chi? Because everyone says that, but I see it the other way around. Chi-Chi's like, oh my gosh, Goku, and she cooks for him all this stuff. Like, she still supports him. How does he love her back? Like, in what way do you see?
Krillin and Hachigo, aka Krillin and number 18.
I mean, I feel like there's nothing I can say that you guys haven't said already. I definitely agree with what you're saying in terms of like, I like that in the beginning, it wasn't, yeah, there was like an immediate attraction because, oh wow, she's pretty. But it wasn't, she wasn't just like, you like me, I like you now. It was like a slow burn, you know, like they slowly started to get to know each other and all this stuff. And then at one point you see it clearly. And that's what I was thinking of before you mentioned it, where like she watches him fly off and she's like, he's so cool. Like she said in the English, like, oh, he's so cool. So for me, you clearly see that admiration with each other. And even in just the little things like, oh, they were going to Bulma's birthday, I think it was. And they were in the car and it was like traffic. And they're like, well, like, you know, come on, like time to go. So they just like turned the car into a capsule and they flew off. It just like as a family, it was just like, I don't know, these cute little moments together, which again, if I have to keep comparing it, I think of like Goku and Chi-Chi and Gohan. There wasn't really like a family dynamic. It was like Goku is the father of Gohan and Chi-Chi is the father, but it wasn't like a whole like tight-knit family. Whereas even like I said, even in the little moments with Android 18 and Krillin, you still see like these cute little like family type like fluff pretty much. So when you see it, you're like, oh, that's so cute. So yeah, like I said, I agree with what you guys are saying. I like that it was like a slow fade into love, and there's clearly like admiration there. So I like that.
Son Gohan and Videl, Rebecca, because I remember you said they were a vanilla type couple.
Well, yeah, that's what I was. Wow. When he first asked me, well, hold on. Well, let me explain. Yeah. So when he first asked me, because he's like, oh, who's gonna be your number one? Like, I kind of have an idea, and I'm like, if this was real life. Like, I get it. Like, looking at Videl and Gohan, they have, like, a steady relationship. They met in high school sweethearts. And, you know, like, they supported each other in everything they did. They had a kid together. And then, like he mentioned before, when that guy's like, oh, look, Gohan's cheating. Like, what are you going to do about it? She was just like, no. Like she had full confidence in him. Like, and together as in a relationship, like, that obviously you need this, like the strong connection. You need to communicate well. And I feel like they have that. And then again, like he said, I just feel like I couldn't pick them as my number one because they're just it's so vanilla. Like when I see them together, I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's really good. Wow. They have a daughter. Wow. But I'm not like, oh, cool, dude. Like it doesn't do it for me, you know? So they're a very good couple together. But as I mentioned, I feel like they're a little bit vanilla. There you go. I said it.
Vegeta and Bulma. Why do you feel Vegeta and Bulma is the greatest couple in Dragon Ball?
Dude, okay. Well, again, I get that as a real life couple, there's definitely problems, especially how they first started out, where it's like, oh, is this Yamcha's son? No, it's just one guy. You know, I banged him, and kind of like, you know. So now you have a child together. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, though, they weren't married, right?
No, not really.
No. Okay, not in the. So they weren't married, and then.
Yeah, I don't think they got married until probably the
like
7-year time skip. Yeah, the 7-year time skip. Because I think that's when she started referring to Vegeta as her husband.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, okay, so they had a rocky start, of course. And then for a while, you're sort of wondering, like, does he even care? Does Vegeta have feelings for these people? Like, does he even? And then, I mean, obviously, I'm a big Vegeta fan anyway, so I'm always rooting for whatever is going on in his life. But when it was with that, I feel like. I don't know. I'm trying to think when I first feel like I saw like a good dynamic with him and Bulma, but I know at least him as a father, like when Trunks was shot during the Cell games, like the way Vegeta was just like, that's my son. And like suddenly you see, oh, Vegeta, like he's this warrior, but he has this heart in him that he doesn't really show people, you know? And so you first start seeing it then. And then, of course, I mean, I know I'm skipping way ahead, but the whole like, that's my Bulma, like the whole thing, like that was epic. And of course you can see how much he cared for her. And then you hear it a lot. And of course I love all the fluff in Super, like when she kisses his cheek and he's like, oh, what are you doing? Like these cute little moments between them, you know? And especially like when, I forget, what was that patroller like alien guy where she was going to leave with him. And then Vegeta's like, hey, yeah, he's like, you better not try anything funny with my wife.
Oh yeah,
like,
Jacko.
You better, yeah, you know. And then when they fly away, he's like, oh well, you know, I don't hate that about her, you know, that she's kind of like feisty, you know, like. So I feel like Vegeta still lets loose with some moments, you know, and just again their dynamic. And I think I can't remember exactly where he explained it, but he was like Bulma's. Her strength is different. Like she builds armor for me and she protects me, and that's why I don't mind that she's my woman. I don't remember exactly where.
I think he was talking to Wiz.
Wizzy? Okay.
Yeah.
Wizzy.
Oh yeah, I think it's that moment when they were talking about Chichi and Bulma both being there because the Saiyans are such strong-willed people, or Saiyans as well. Bulma, it takes strong-willed women as well to be there, and that's what they were comparing Bulma and Chichi to. I know that. I think that's the scene.
Oh, there was a strong-willed, but there was another time where I feel like Vegeta was about to fight or something was about to happen. He was like, "Well, that's why I don't mind that she's my woman." Like it was like almost like this epic moment. I can't remember. I don't even know. Did I make it up? I'm pretty sure it happened. I'm like,
we get it. That's how he feels.
Yeah, but you know what
yeah, that's how he feels. We get it.
So yeah, so for me, I really liked it, and it's like little funny things that Vegeta, like in Dragon Ball Z, he made this promise to Trunks, like, oh, if you could hit me, like we'll go to the park for an hour, you know. And then
greatest scene.
Yeah, and then in Dragon Ball Super he's like
bargain cell.
Yeah, so then in Dragon Ball Super when he's like, okay, like we have to go because I made this promise. And he's sort of like I was cracking up when they were like, the family was on one of those like tiny little choo-choo trains and Vegeta's sitting there like kind of like mad, you know, but he's still there. So I feel like he has this big heart and he kind of hides it. And then of course, how could I forget him as a father? Like when Goku's like, come on, let's go training. And he's like, don't you see Bulma? She's about to give birth. And he's like, so what? Like, why do you have to be here? She's giving birth, right? Like, you don't have to be there. So I feel like Vegeta had a good head on his shoulders, like as a father. And of course, yeah, like he'll show his little moments where he really cares for Bulma and just best couple ever, guys. Okay, back me up.
Yes,
well,
100%.
Let me go. I'll go and Linux will be tagged in. All right, yeah, go ahead, Linux. You're the Vegeta fan. Yeah, Linux, you're the big Vegeta fanboy. I'm surprised this did not make your number one, but go ahead, let's hear it. Me and you actually agreed to them being at number 2. Let's go ahead and hear it.
Wow.